Well, you're probably starting to hear a lot about it this time of year. I'm talking about Medicare Advantage enrollment. So what does that mean for you? Well, we're going to tell you. This is Dan Hemke. He's with Cigna Medicare with the ABCs of Medicare Advantage enrollment. Dan's been doing this for over 10 years, so we're glad you're here, Dan.
Definitely over 10 years.
Definitely over 10 years. All right, so we're gonna start with the ABCs, okay? So let's start with A. What do we need to know?
Yeah, A really stands for open, or the annual enrollment period. Okay. So between October 15th and December 7th, those people that are eligible for Medicare can actually investigate their options. And it's a great time to be able to choose a plan that fits them best in terms of both the kind of care that they're looking for as well as affordability.
And that's with new enrollees and if you want to switch plans.
Correct.
Is that right?
Anyone that's eligible for Medicare can either enroll for the first time or they can actually switch plans.
Okay. All right. So that's an important time frame that we need to be aware of. Let's go on to B then. What does B mean?
B stands for benefits, which of course is really important because everybody has different needs. So what we really encourage is that people make sure that they take a look at the medical benefits, the behavioral benefits, and also supplementals like dental, hearing, vision care. From a Cigna perspective, we're excited about the fact that we really provide a comprehensive array of benefits to be able to take care of people's needs.
Okay.
And of course, one of the things we're really excited about this year is we're introducing a PPO for the first time. So in addition to very strong HMO options, PPO options give people flexibility, particularly geographical. So if they are moving throughout the country, or if they spend half the time in Minnesota and half their time here, they have the ability to take advantage of PPO networks throughout the United States.
And that does happen a lot here in Arizona.
It does. Right? It absolutely does.
So that introducing the PPO is new.
Yes.
For Cigna. Okay.
It's new, and there's a lot of really exciting provisions. One of the things that we have is what's called a buyback provision this year, and that's actually where we put money back into your Social Security check.
Oh, a ton of ears just perked up just now when you just said that. Really?
Yes.
Okay, very interesting. And these are all new options that we get to explore.
Correct.
Okay, excellent. Yes. All right, let's move on to C. What does that mean?
C stands for choice. And again, it really is important that people choose a plan that fits them best. Part of that choice is network and looking at the providers that they have access to. And they should be evaluating that both upon access and quality and the type of experience that they're looking for. What we've done here in Arizona is, in addition to a broad network of independent providers, we also have the strongest group of integrated medical groups in the Valley. In addition to Cigna Medical Group, which has been recently renamed Evernorth Care Group, we have relationships with Village MD, Archwell, Oak Street, Centerwell, and One Medical Senior.
Okay, all right. So when we are looking at all of our options here, choices, benefits, all of that, we can find a lot online. Is there anybody that we can talk to?
Absolutely. I mean, you certainly are encouraged to look to an independent agent that can help to provide you guidance.
Yeah.
There are also a lot of sources that you can take advantage of online as well to help you to compare your options.
Yeah, because it's complicated.
It is complicated.
I'm not going to lie, it's just all complicated.
It is ultimately complicated.
Yeah.
But I would say, if you take a look at your options, and again, I think one of the things that we've really tried to do is to build an environment where people can be successful with their aging. And it's one of the reasons that we're very proud of the fact that this year we were recognized by U.S. News and World Report as the #1 Medicare Advantage company in all of Arizona.
Well, congratulations, Dan. Thank you very much. Really good information. Of course, if you want more information about the ABCs of Medicare Advantage enrollment, just call 1-855-249-6132 or visit the website cignamedicare.com.